Okay, we're actually gonna be starting at the right time this time around. Gonna get us looking at the teams here just real quick. So, pop this up on the screen. So, first of all, we got some zones, 16-20, lots of blodge, 3 guard, an agi up, movement up, strip ball, and a dirty player. Pretty solid. Gonna be playing on Elf Turf. Over on the other corner, we got Terrorsea Titans, nice Chaos team, about 1900. 1 Claw Palm, 1 Tackle Mighty Blow, Claw. Sure Hand, Agi, Blodge, really good. Pretty solid team. Might struggle, only have 1 tackle. So that's something to look out for. I expect to see a wizard and either an Appo or Babes or maybe a bribe. Not exactly sure which we'll be seeing from the Zons, but they could also decide to scum a little bit of gold. They have 100k, so they could honestly go double Babes and an Appo, and that would be really hard for the Chaos to overcome, I think. Hey, Ozzy. Same old, doing some casting. Today, though, I tried to cast this game 2 hours before it started. Believe it or not, I was unsuccessful. I was not able to tell you what happened in the game that wasn't occurring. Let's see if we're in game yet. Not yet in game. Might be in inducements already. If I were the Chaos, I would heavily prioritize, the non-block pieces for sure. But if there are no options for that, probably aiming for the agility piece, which is going to be well defended. The mighty blow piece, in either of the guards. Dirty player's a good hit. And then the rest is all the same, because there's Zons. Meanwhile, for the Amazons, you really want to be able to get the tackle on the ground and foul it. If you do that, you're in a great place because all your blodge is just immensely impactful. Unless Shagoroth throws a lot of 30% knockdowns, you'll be sitting very pretty. The claw doesn't matter on the Chaos. The piling on does. Strength up is hard to deal with. I think this is the point where you start wanting a Dauntless piece on the Zons, I think. So I think if you manage to level Melancholy, give her Dauntless, perhaps? Or Stand Firm, because it's good as well. You don't really need Dauntless on a Blitzer. You can just give it to anyone else that has block, right? You can give it to your Mighty Blow piece already. There's a lot of ways you can go with it. I'm not a Zon expert. Okay. And the game is up. Gonna switch over to the right screen. Alright. Let's see who won the Twain Cost. Let's see what inducements we got. I fully expect a wizard. If there's not a wizard, I just don't know what I'm talking about. Unless there's a star. Are there any good stars for Amazons? I'm sure there are. There's what? There's Willow? But Willow's meh. Let me take a look real quick. Zara or Roxy. Both of those would be good. We got Helmet? Helmet and a bribe and a wizard. Interesting. Not huge on the chainsaw, but the Chaos only have 1 spare player. Watch from the Zon's perspective for this drive. The whole half, as a matter of fact. That's good. Added skills. That's kind of what I expect most of the time I see a Saw. I think the Saw is great if you're against Blodge and you don't have Tackle, and you just really want to try to punish the Blodge. I'm not huge on it against high armor pieces, even if you're just using it for fouling. Like, it negates a lot of the assist you need. I don't know. I'm not huge on Sauls for most games. Especially against, like, Chaos Orcs, Nurgle. A lot of those, like, only high AV piece teams. I respect it a bit more against, say, Khemri, because they have a lot of AV7s. Don't mind it against Necro, you know. Ghouls get blodge and they're low AV, that sort of thing. Got a rule of 3 going on here. I don't think it's going to be a Saw Blitz. Do not think that. And the Zons won the fame as well. I expect a grind attempt, unless things start going south. But I think if the Amazons manage to remove even a player or two, they're going to keep on the field trying to get more of a lead. Because even if you're trading 1 for 1, you have a bigger bench. Nice little offset line of scrimmage from the Chaos. Try to force the slow Zons to pick a side. Relatively, you're the same speed, though, so... it's whatever. You definitely want all 3 of these hits, though. You bring up your guard blitzer, bring up 2 other block pieces, and you just hit away, I think? Don't overcommit to the line of scrimmage, because if a perfect defense happens, or a blitz, you could be in trouble. Committing 4, I think, is fine. Set up to prevent blitzes, that's good. And this should be pretty safe. Trying to level a thrower, it looks like. Trying to get 2 vanities. Maybe grab kickoff return. Sure hands. Yes, the Zons have a bribe. They also have helmet. Dirty player. A wizard. And meanwhile, Terrorsea Titans only have 1 tackle piece. So they gotta protect that like crazy. Good kick. Zons don't mind that. They can take it and do whatever they want with it. The claws, but sure. The Zons are actually rather well developed. They have a lot of blodge. They've got 3 guard. The Chaos is only... it's an 1870 Chaos, and they gave up like 250 inducements. 4 rerolled Zons, not too upset about the dub skulls, I wouldn't think. You have 4 rerolls for stuff like this. Wouldn't be surprised if a foul came in here. No, actually, I would be surprised if a foul came in here. It's hard to defend your dirty player. Yep, exactly. So, and it's a strength 4 tackle piece, so it's actually harder to deal with than it looks like as well. I didn't really like... if you're gonna take this hit, I would have rather had this on the line if you're gonna punch this way. Because you just used an activation you didn't need to. Claw Palm is exposed if you go for piling on right now. You don't really want to go for piling on with a Saw and a Dirty player on the field. At least not a worthwhile piling on. You're better off just taking the Tackle Mighty Blow hit. And if this Dirty player isn't protected, you hit that 100% of the time. It doesn't have block. Nice, juicy target. It's a good start. Beastman not important enough to do something with. You get a hit and follow-up hits here. Because you just bring the Warrior for the Blitz. 5 tiles, boom. Punch it into a 3-die. Happy days. Yeah, 1 bench chaos. Indeed, indeed. Mighty Blow coming in. And that's an AV bust as well, so that was actually a really good target selection. Just didn't pan out. You're definitely hitting something into more hits. I'm not sure what yet, though. Just looks like this guard piece. It's nice and exposed. I think it's still the guard piece. Does base you, though? Also, this doesn't actually have block, so you don't even have to push it into another hit. You can just take a big hit, knock it base in the Mighty Blow with your very important tackle piece. I wouldn't even hit a reroll here. You have 4. Just setting up more hits. Take a 2-die. Push is fine. Go right here. Piling on hit coming in. That's a little annoying. I do think that if you were gonna... No, never mind. You've had 2, 4, 6... You had 8 dice on it and it didn't go down. That's just unlucky. I don't think there's anything that was done incorrectly. Just I think I would have preferred the tackle hit reroll. But saving to see if you get the piling on hit is also fine. This Beastman is going to get a massive foul if you don't stand him up. Yeah, it's about par for the course. Not insurmountable misfortune for the Chaos. Your best case scenario this half as the Chaos is you don't lose more players and you somehow bait the Wizard out. Anytime you can pull a Wizard on defense, you've done a good job. We are setting up for this hit. A little surprising to me. Are we going to blitz the Strength 5? Commit a lot of players here? And that opens up a potential foul on the tackle piece. Commit early, commit hard. If you do that, I think you move the ball back. You don't need it so forward on turn 2. And worst case scenario, towards the end of the half, you have an easy pass into a 3+ catch with a reroll, like turn 7, which you don't even have to run that far. The chaos aren't pushed up that much. You can just move back to here. You'll be pretty fine. And Chaos are more than happy to play for an overtime game. Both teams are pretty slow. Chaos are likely to win attrition unless they just lose too many players these next 2 turns or so. Gets the PAL. It's hard to get the foul there, though, now. This should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you can double GFI for that. It might be worth it. Or you can single GFI with the saw, but I don't think that's worth it at all. Hey, Kindred. Yeah, so far the Zons have fouled out a Beastman. I wouldn't hate even just taking the foul on the strength piece. You could use the saw for that and not be too upset. Ball should be pretty safe right there. I don't foresee a yeah, I don't foresee a 4+, 3+ to go hit the ball. Because that'd be a 4-3-2-2. Be kind of yucky. You could even argue just fouling one of the basemen because they're easier. You could even use the saw. Okay, and that gets rid of the 4-3. A+ gets a KO. It's pretty big removal right there. That's the bribe. Then you either leave the catcher there, or you go for a, what is this, a 5-3? Probably just leave them there. I don't hate fouling that as the chaos. But you do have to be aware. You have a massive number disadvantage to overcome now. Yeah, I think I would have just left it there for some. I don't know. It doesn't have blodge. It just has dodge. It's like what a. Let me think. So 4 and 9 to fall down. A little over 50-50 to be in your favor. So I don't hate it. Especially if you go one at a time. If you make it, you stay. Then after that, it's whatever. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it steals 2 activations as well. I think the main concern is actually if you get just a 2-die push, you get a Mighty Blow piling on hit. So I think that's the dodge is actually safer, especially on Elf Turf. Oh wait, that's GFIs, that's not dodges. This should be the hit. Zons need to be careful. They can't rush this gap too hard. They'll just get pincered. Because you can get up to, like, right here. But then, like, the Chaos are going to surround whatever you've brought over. 30% knockdown. I don't think you follow. Zons are not wearing their paper mache today. Quite a few hits if the Zons want to take them. They have a 2-man advantage. They probably can take most of them. Depending on the order you do them. They might not all be 2 dies, though. You might have to throw a 1. It's actually decently difficult with these guards supporting each other. One of your guards is on the ground. The other one's not able to get to the useful spots. But what I'm seeing, just like surface level, if you're wanting to take the hits, you bring a guard over here, and you blitz this piece with your blitzer in the back. Take this hit, and that opens up a hit here on 2 dice. 1 assist. Which opens up a 1 die and a 1 die, or actually this would be a 2 die after. But you can take like 5 hits this turn if you wanted. But you lack Mighty Blow and you're against high armor targets. That might not be the best way to go about it. Probably look for a way to disengage with as few blocks as necessary. Two guard, 1 guard. This is a 1 die. By either of these players. Though if you take this hit and you get even a push, you get 2 possible hits here. Okay. 2+ works. So that's now a 2 die. Setting up another 2 die. So you'll take this hit, and then you're looking for a blitz to get the dirty player in. Actually, you don't even have to blitz to get the dirty player in. You just walk right here. Okay. Now what? Chainsaw coming in. Uh-oh. Hunter fails. Does not break armor. The chainsaw's fine. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a chainsaw survive a failure. Yeah, you did call it, like the very first activation. Not huge on the basing, though. And actually, where this Chaos Warrior was, unless you broke armor, even if it was on the ground, it had jump up hits. The ball is safe back here. I like bringing it back. I like bringing it back last turn even. I also would like to see a priority target get dirty playered by the Chaos. What spares do we have? We have a strip ball, we have basic line woman and a blodge line woman. Hey Doug, how you doing? I believe one of these two will be your next opponent, if I'm not mistaken. Fair enough, fair enough. Doug does not care who wins, only that the winner has no players left. 11 loaders and a dream. Which one of these are you hitting? It's gotta be this one, because the other one you'd have to bring another assist on. Take a blitz with tackle. Actually, you can even tackle here. Yeah, this is actually fine. This is fine. Does put you on the chainsaw, though. If you choose to follow, but you don't. I don't hate just hitting the dirty player. Take an easy hit rather than a value hit. I don't think the saw is super important. I'm not huge on that one. Especially because if you only got pushes, the saw is like stuck on you. But it is gone for the game. Oh no, are we gonna hear the chainsaw sound the entire time? One second. We're gonna turn off the chainsaw sound for the entire half. We'll check back after the half. Please remind me. But I'm not gonna listen to that rah, rah for the entire half. Like, oh, that's awful. Ugh. I've not encountered that bug yet. That's a new one for me. And it's just a nice little slap fight. Neither of them are able to get knockdowns for the past couple turns. Sons are getting themselves stuck. They don't have the strength advantage, and they're equal in guard. No, they're one more in guard, but one of them is on the ground behind the chaos line, so it's not even really a useful guard. And they have one person playing the ball, and the saw is out, so they're basically even in the scrum. Chaos obviously have more killing power. Don't worry, they fixed it in Blood Bowl 3. Do they even have chainsaws in Blood Bowl 3? I don't know. I've not seen the betas. I watched Bringer play a little bit of it. I couldn't tell what was going on, though, just because of the graphical style. Moving the ball forward again. From what I saw, the most recent beta Ozzy didn't look terrible. It didn't look, as good as Blood Bowl 2. Like, it didn't have enough teams in it right now. So I'd definitely wait on it, but didn't look bad. Another lack of POW. Maybe just nobody gets hurt this game. It's a nice friendship game. We just score the ball and go to overtime. What? I mean, it wasn't on a block, though. It just got fouled, Fouls are not blocks. Chaos have strong control over the center. Zones are forced down the side. Chaos are able to respond decently well, though. Ball can't quite slip past. Do have to bring over probably one or both rookie goats. Don't really want to push in with your tackle piece. Like, you don't want to push back. You want to take a blitz up towards the line the Zons are probably forced to run, and then force them to run that way. So here you're probably looking at tackle hit, move it on to the wrestle piece. Or piling on hit, move it on to the wrestle piece. Move the tackle back position. Okay, there we go. Good armor break. See if the saw's still going. Yeah, the saw's still going. Turn that down to low. I can tolerate low and saw sounds. Let me know if that gets too grating. Turn it back off. Not huge on that. Just be careful not to get slipped by with a based rookie. Are we bringing in a guard piece? Because now the Zons might just be able to run past you now, if you're not careful. Follow that up. Good hit. It's a blodge piece down. And I don't think there's any way you appa that this early. You have a bench for a reason. And you have guard pieces that are way more important. Guard blodge. Middle's a little weak. About to be ran past, though. So you kind of have to give up a little bit of middle position. If they want to take these punches, they had to bring someone back, which gives up some pressure on the score. So you probably just dodge these blodge pieces out. Move up as the Zons. Middle's pretty well secure now. Do you need a little more pressure in front? I'd bring up both of these players, probably. One Giaffa away from the sideline. Should be good. Do not believe the Zons can currently fight. I think they give up too much space that they do. Body blow hit on AV Bust. Get players up around here, make a screen. Bring you to like right here. Because if we put you here, put some Zons here, we can put the ball tucked in just a little bit. Or we can put the dirty player up here, you back here. Just have one of these dodge out. Yeah, that works too. I think that throwing them here creates a little more space, though. We have agility 5 dodges. There is a chance we get into the cage. Especially with a wide cage. Yeah, that's an unfortunate dodge right there. It's a pretty rough spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't quite get that blitz unless you do something with these ons. So you're looking for... Can't even fill that square, so you kind of need to take this hit. If you fill that square, that's... Ooh, yeah. It's actually hard to clear up. Let's see, that's a 3+ dodge into a sack attempt. Or a 3+ dodge into a sack attempt. So that's honestly not the worst. You just do that. Take these hits first. Move your dirty player a little bit. Okay. Bring up your guard piece. Create pressure. Take these hits. Figure out what you're doing. Yeah, because this is looking like the sack attempt right here. So you just go bop, 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 bang. Base of the guard. Take these 2 hits, then go for the sack. And are you setting up for the tackle hit? Looks like. Okay, then you're able to put guard in there. Good. Without moving your tackle too far away, that's better than my play, I think. I think I would stay there. Free up a rookie. But this also bases up a thrower. So yeah, this should come here. Bang, bang. That's the same, actually. It's the same. Then you pick that up. Take a GFI. Because that's a 2+, 2+, 2+, with a reroll. And a sure hands reroll. Not going for it is also fine, because if you fail any of that, it gets rough. Get your blodge as you surfed would be bad. I do think that there is still a decent chance the Amazons just score here. But it also could have baited out the wizard. But like here we could see this gets there somehow. 3+ pickup. Or, well, here's what I would be thinking, right? 1 in 9 dodge. Blitz. Hit this off. 2+, 3+. Pass. Run it in. Or you take a different dodge to blitz this. But there's not really... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's kind of for a 1 die. And you're on tackle. Yeah, I do think the best play is this blitz. That blitz is fine as well. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Edge sure hands is down on the ground. And we're looking at a 2+ into some other dice. Or we're looking at a 3+ handoff runaway? Perhaps? I just don't know how the ball is going to be made safe now. Uh, 4+ handoff? No. If this is an armor break, you're in trouble. I mean, the ball's not safe either way. Even with an armor break. That's unfortunate. One in 9, not playing nice. Chainsaw's still going wild over here. So you bring up a guard right here. That gives you the blitz, at the very least. Not a very good one. Not quite able to free up tackle piece. Got a 2+ dodge for a blitz, though. So that's not the end of the world. So I'd be looking guard piece, bang. Figure it out from there. Take your tackle hit on the dirty player. Just gets a chain push that way. Can also do that. I think you don't follow, yeah. You can get this piece stuck in here. Still just got a handoff though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boosh. That should be the blitz. Couple of scoring threats though. Not a fan of that hit, I'll be honest. I mean, it works to an amazing effect, but I think I would have waited on that hit still. Chaos starting to get a numbers advantage though. Dirty player's back. I do think that was the wrong piece to Apo, depending on if... No, I just think that was the wrong piece to Apo. Especially with the bribe already gone. This is as simple as a... What's this? 4+, 2+? 5+, 3+, 2+. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's also just a 2+ with a dodge away. Into... Like what? Or 3+, 3+, 2+ if you knock this down with a blitz. It's a little spooky, a little spooky. You could also take a 3+ block and get rid of another 3+. Just go 2+, hand off on a 3+. So I think I would actually go for a block here, and that's a 3+ with a reroll. 2+, handoff. Run away to where you can't be touched. After blitzing this down. Because that guarantees a score as Lazans. Don't think marking the tackle with the guard is a good idea. It's gonna get bopped. Especially with Apo down. Let's see, what is the play here? Are you doing the blitz? Just running through. Now that's a 3+, 2+. 2+. So that should be a touchdown, giving the Chaos 2 turns to try to reciprocate. Reroll does go out. And it's a touchdown. Little spooky, little spooky. But the Zons made it. Still got the, whatchamacallit? Still have a wizard, though. Okay, 1 second. I need to send an email. Please enjoy the match. While I do that, alright. Sorry about that. Had to send an email real quick. Still got full Zons. Now we have 11 Chaos as well. Zons still have 1 spare. Probably going for a cheeky foul with the dirty player again this last turn. And the saw is still making that noise. I think I'm going to reload the game real quick. So give me a second. Gonna throw up the spoiler screen here in just a moment. Un momento. Okay. See if that gets rid of the sound. Okay, sound is gone. Nice. Get our skills back up. Slight offset. This is going to be hard for the Chaos to score. But 2-turn scores with Chaos are not impossible. Usually, you'd want there to be less of the enemy team in order to make them reliable, though. Should be plenty. Should be able to create space. You want to get as many scoring threats as you can. And you want a shallow kick. Riot would be nice. Blitz would be sad. Quick snap, be alright. Would help. Let's see, we've got good target over here as well. Free blodge on the line. I think perfect defense would almost be more detrimental than a blitz. Still have the wizard to contend with as well. Nothing crazy. That's out of bounds. That's good. For the Terrorsea Titans. 3 dice hits. I think the blitz was is now mandatory first, because you need to get a scoring threat. Take this first. Move your players. Figure it out from there. I like that. I like that. It's another removal, another blodge down, and then G'd. Prioritizing the damage is fine. 3 die hits as well. This gets piled on every time. Okay. Zones are potentially down 1 now. Should be tackle followed by Beastmen swarming. Yep. And you follow that, yeah. Let's see, how many scoring threats do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is technically in range. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 with a dodge. Bring the other scoring threat, because otherwise this is going to get punched. And then this can get sacked, and then you have no scoring threats. Bring the wrestle. Come on. It's like mandatory. Yeah, there you go. I would personally go ahead and take one more step. It's fine not to. That puts you in handoff range without a GFI. And just reallocates the 2 pluses. Minute difference, really. Thinking about it. Does open up this hit. Everything's getting marked. You gotta be careful not to give up a easy chain push, though. One scoring thread down. Now, there still is a chance for, like, some sort of, like, blitz through, hit through, get to the end zone, then pass it. It's a little harder now. I like the boat down there. It makes it harder for a chain push. And you get the POW on the tackle piece. Nothing exciting, though. It's a hard turn. Only have one scoring threat. You had to figure out a way to get him through. Or you give up on that and go for damage. I do think that it ends up being a difficult handoff into a blitz through. Nah, just going for damage. Seems good. And going for a foul on a guard piece. Oh, I misunderstood the dice rolls that happened there. My bad. I think tackle was better there rather than the piling on piece. I think without a reroll, you just really want the hit to connect Mighty Blow. See if the Zons have a full team or not. Then we'll switch views for the half. Because they had 3 spares, and they are down to 10. 4-2, yep. Chaos have a full squad. Playing against the Wizard, gotta be really careful. Getting pretty deep into the brackets now. Winner of this goes to the top 8. Then it'll be quarterfinals. Pretty much a chevron. Need to put something else on the line, though. Covering really wide, which kind of annoys the Chaos, but you're both the same speed. I think going wide is actually not to your benefit, especially if you're putting the guards out to the side like this. Like, this guard gets isolated. This one just gets hit. I do think that Shaggorath could have been taking hits on squishier things. Especially if you're not using the tackle on the blitz. As much as I'd like to see, I'd rather see hitting things without block. Right here is just Casualty City. At this point, you're almost forced into an overtime game as the Chaos. Play for damage on the line. Zon's hoping Blodge holds them through. Let's see. Tackle's gunning for this, for sure. It looks like. Even if the Amazons get a blitz, they can't really invade that deeply. Pitch invasion always can make things wonky, but kickoff event's not too crazy in the slow versus slow matchups. Not usually, at least. Spreading out a little wider. Protecting the tackle piece. I still like hitting this. Juicy if it connects. Silence could use getting a good dirty player foul. Removing either of the Mighty Blows would be pretty good. Removing ball carrier would be fine. But agility 4 ball carrier is not too much better than the regular beast. Especially one with block does just better fine of a job. And you gotta be careful here. You don't want to clump up too much behind your warriors, then you'll just get fireballed. Not carrying on agility so that they don't get bolted. Three dice, no pal. And now we get the Mighty Blow. Okay, setting 3 die. It's probably going down. Yep. Not quite. 1-2 into 1-1 on the injury rolls. Blitz going out on a guard, I believe. Nothing. Uneventful turn. You could argue for basing that with the block piece. Requires a commitment of another piece to free it up, or a blitz. I don't think it's very good, but you could argue it. It's not bad. You don't reroll that. And I think that if you're not going to carry on the sure hands, you need to prioritize the strip ball as a target. This has the added benefit of if you get a touchdown, you get a level, get another block piece or a wrestle piece. Mighty Blow's gonna take that hit. His 87 piece has been holding strong. Okay, so we're about to be able to slip through on the left. Now let's say, I'm not sure how big I am on the agility for extra arms. It has merits in the fact that pick up on a 2+ in the rain, can pick up in a tackle zone on a 2+, can pick up in 2 tackle zones on a 3+. But if you're thinking about picking up in tackle zones, you get big hand instead. It does help you with the catch and the intercept. So your Agi 4 can throw on a 2+ into an Agi 5 on catching. So in a tackle zone, you know. It's not the worst. On the strength 5? No, just on the guard. Never mind. I missaw it. Solons have conceded most of the left side of the pitch. Hit on the naked guard as well. You have to pick up on one of the agility pieces. Wizard or not. Jump up hit is coming in somewhere as well. Probably try here. That works as well. And it's out of here. Zones are down to 9 for the drive. Still like a hit on the naked guard. Are we setting up a 3-die? Yep, you got it. Sounds about right. How else are they gonna attract the other Zons? Now, I do think that Against a wizard, when you have 2 agility 4 pieces, you just want to pick up on them. I don't think one mighty blow hit from the bolt is a scary. I don't think it's worth losing the ball over. I think one pickup attempt was fine with the rookie. I think now you just need to pick up the ball, so it's out of danger. Another Zon out, down to 8 for the drive. I think punching the guard onto the strength 5 would be good. With your tackle piece here. Yeah, one is whizbait. The other one picks up the ball. Exactly. If you only have like one good ball carrier, or like if you're like me, my ball carrier is niggled. So carrying on a rookie can be very valuable if you have a niggled piece. Also, yeah, if you're playing like an undead team, I think not carrying on your primary ball carrier can be good against the wizard. But you gotta have one like that's just designated zap threat. And in this match, there's a strip ball Amazon. I think not taking it on the sure hands is a bait. Because even if the lightning bolt goes through and it knocks you down, you're still very likely not to break armor. It's like a what? AV8 against Mighty Blow is like a little like 58% chance to break armor, and then from there like removal is pretty hard as well. I don't even have a ball carrier. There you go. There you go. Fun fact: Minotaurs have agility too. So if you give them extra arms on their first level, boom, strength 5 ball carrier. I see no issues, and I will take no questions. Go from the enemy team going after the ball to the ball coming after them. Oh, you had a Minotaur that died to a bolt. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Oh, the ball carrier died to a bolt. I understand now. I understand. Topical. Keep your strip ball safe until you have a good turn to use either a fireball or a lightning bolt to get a shot at the ball. Zons, if they can prevent a score, they go on to the round of 8. Speaking of useless wizards, there were 2 times this season where somebody used a 4-man fireball on me. Not on the ball, but like to get to the ball. And all 4 players resisted against it. It was amazing. And I absolutely diced them. Don't need a wizard if you are the overdog. That's a good point. But then there's still the problem. Some elf teams have the wizard stadium. Okay. Down to 3 rerolls. Deep Root Morgue. There you go. That's a good idea. Deep Root Morgue is incredibly oppressive. Like, I've seen some flings do absolute magic with Morg Deep Root. Well, not if the wizard doesn't work. That's the problem we're trying to avoid. Lazy wizards. This is getting hard to position for the Chaos. You almost have to drop the ball back for a turn. Especially if you use a reroll here. If you get some removals, you don't have to worry about it, though. I think it's more the no take root is the scary part. Because, like, if all trees didn't have take root, they'd be terrifying. I mean, granted, Chaos coaches would still give 4 assists and try to get a blitz on it, but that we need some help. We are not okay. Flings are the killing team. Flings are scary. They're cheap and, like, especially flings with a dirty player, they're terrifying. They're just murderous little bastards. I'd like to see a foul this turn. So this is coming, like, the Chaos can win just off of attrition if they play really violent. But definitely go after the squishy stuff first. Yeah, how many Chaos players have you seen that do it? Like, line of scrimmage, they set up for 2 claw hits on the tree, and then it stand firms and doesn't go down, and they're just sad. Yep, I like dropping this back a few squares. Careful of a fireball, opening up a line with the strip ball. Or even just of a... not a fireball, but a bolt. Oh, hey, Surreal, how you doing? Okay, that opens up a couple hits on Blodge Guard. Pal comes in. This is still a threat. This is setting up for a quick score for the Chaos. I don't think a bolt gets through right this second. Unless you go 4+, 3+. Or 1 die sack, but then you can't even recover the ball. You do pick this up and move it, though. Have it as a next turn threat. That sets you up for some sort of wizard play. I think you need to disengage just a little bit, though. And it's important to note that with the wizard in play, it's very hard to justify a cage. A reroll? That knockdown would get rid of the scoring throw, but if they score, you have like so many turns with the ball, you likely win. Especially if you get to keep the wizard for your offense. Offense with a wizard? It's amazing. And that's pretty sad. Chaos have a lot of violence available this turn. It's a POW. And we're fouling something. We have to, right? I think it's this piece. You can try to push through if you want it. Hand off to an agility 4-piece. Or just screen off where you are even, again. Take like this hit. Or 3 die and then take a blitz. Yeah, I like that. And you have a good foul here. Gotta move your ball a little bit, just away from the catcher. Right here, not too close to the edge. That is currently a fireball, though. And if that gets to the catcher, that could just be a game. So you gotta be really careful. Make sure you set up some threats, like right here. This does look like a foul. Good. Get some more pressure. Kind of like moving this pieceman to here to mark 2 players. Don't think it actually makes a huge difference, though. Hitting the agility threat. Hey, Karma, thanks for the raid. Just watching a game that was not too bashy in the first half, turned pretty bashy. Still concerned about the wizard. That shores it up a lot. Match is going. It's going pretty evenly at the moment. Terrorsea Titans, the Chaos team, still has to score to go into overtime, and they're against the Wizards, so they gotta be really careful. Zon started to lose a lot of players at the start of the second half. They got a couple KOs and a Kaz. They were only down 1 at the start of the second half, though. And that is a KO. That'll do. And not a send-off. So we're down to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Zons. 2 are stunned this turn. Fireball is a possibility, but it's not a very good one. It's actually a pretty horrible fireball. Hey, Karma, how's the cast? How'd the game go? No spoilers, obviously, but was it good to watch? Who was playing, anyways? I don't remember looking at the schedule. Yeah, what teams were playing? Like, What races? Necro versus Wood Elf. Nice. Might have to check that one out then. Okay. Down 1 for the Chaos, so down to 10. There's a lot going on. Oh, yeah, I gotta see it then. See. Chaos are probably going to score on turn 15 just in case of the wizard. But they actually have 2 agility 4s. Well, one of them's agility 5. They might just hold on to the ball until turn 16. Hope the wizard gets used, and then pick up the ball and score if it's a successful bolt. Wouldn't actually be super risky. So 1 in 36, you lose the game, but, you know, honestly, 97% of the time it gets you to overtime. And that also reduces the KO rolls. No, it doesn't reduce the KO rolls. Zons get one this at the end of this half no matter what. Unless they steal the ball and score themselves, you know. Turn 16. Still like hitting the strip ball. That's becoming less and less of an issue as there's less and less Zons to create an opening for it. I think you take a tackle hit on this guard, or you might even be able to reach the tackle piece. I do think Shaggorath is undervaluing the tackle hit over the piling on hits. Fishing for 30% knockdowns rather than much higher odds. Like what? I think that a tackle hit against Blodge is like a 50-50, isn't it? Rather than a 30? And now there's an actual risk of, like, getting a hit on the ball. So you kind of have to throw it up here. Shore up your defense with the agility players. So you don't get blitzed by one of these two Zons on the ground. Fireball? Fireball's a little wonky. There are Zons in the Fireball. Unless you hit these 3. These 3? Yeah, I'm not too sure about this positioning. Hit the Zons, assert dominance. Ugh. There is danger for this ball. Like, this could be, very theoretically, Lightning Bolt pick up after a 3+ dodge away. I don't think that's the play, but it is a possibility. Like, if you're the Zons and you're feeling desperate, Lightning Bolt. Go pick it up. And you can either toss it or you can hold it. Do we see the Lightning Bolt? I actually do not agree. Because if you move closer, that opens up a good fireball. With either these three and then the ball carrier, or... No, I get what you're saying. Move, like, right here. Make this dodge right here harder. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I still think there's just... If you move closer, there's just good fireball opportunities that open up a play. They may not be super reliable, but there's, like, a possibility. Also, you could just get bolted and the ball picked up, right? Like, if the ball carrier's here, lightning bolt, 1 in 9 dodge, no tackle, pick up the ball, and you can either yeet it or just hold it. Granted, it's only on dodge. Wizard does not come out. I am in the pocket of Big Fireball. Yep, and then you hope for a good... You do not scatter it. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that a wizard turn was available here. It just comes down to how you like to play overtime format. I personally think that if you're the weaker team, you don't want to go to overtime. I think the Zons are down too many players and they don't get KOs back. It could be really difficult. I think if they just used a wizard to make this play reliable, it was better than doing like a half-hearted sack attempt. Like 1 in 9, 1 die is actually fine, you know? Side wave. Killing me. You're killing me. But especially when you're 1-0 up and you're likely able to stop the score, I think going for no overtime is more advantageous to you. Because now Shaggoth has to use rerolls, has to play aggressive, has to roll dice. And when you roll dice, you use rerolls. So now what do we do? Yeah, Agi4 is still able to get to it. Agi5 dodges though, so that's a 2+2+, like 2+2+2+. Bolting it is a good idea. I don't hate that. See what happens. Unlucky turn for the chaos, and you're set up for the victory. And the chaos actually... The ball is really far away from their team. So they don't manage to recover this ball. It's horrible. I don't hate bolting it at the end of this turn. Going for a dodge through. I don't hate that. Unlucky, though. Oh, wait, that was a 5+ dodge? Actually, not a fan of that. Pick up the ball. I don't think you pass it. You might pass it? Actually, get like a 3+ pass into a 2+ catch. Watch, those extra arms is going to prove me wrong. Whatever I said about I'm not huge on the extra arms is going to get passed to and catch it and go run it in. Yeah, I agree. If you don't pass, you get bolt. And if you get bolted, I think you might lose the game. That's a dead. Yep, you need to go for the Agi4 pass. And I think you need to do it now before, like, you roll like a dub skull or something stupid. That'd be horrible. Time to fail the pickup, yeah. So we can get to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We can get a 3+, or we can go for GFIs. You can go for 2 GFIs, or you can go for just the pass now on a 3+. I think the 3+ pass is better than 2 GFIs and a 2+ pass. But I'm not sold on that. I just know that very slightly a pass, one GFI always makes the pass better. 2 GFIs is like always worse, but it's like a 1 or 2 percentage point difference. There are times where you take the percentage or 2 difference for the sake of position or not falling, that sort of thing. Yeah, I know, Luke, but it's like the difference. Like if a GFI reduces the difficulty of a pass, it is always worth the GFI. Whereas 2 GFIs is never worth it if you're looking at purely overall how does the play go. Like I believe it was either Hayani, Kiwi, or Trunk that did the math on that one. Might have been Ellie. It was one of the purples in the rookie Discord. It was a while ago. I don't think that bolt is good enough. No, yeah, I'm aware of that. But it's like, I believe it's one of those 3+ with a reroll is better than 2 2+. And 4+ with a reroll is better than a 3+. Yeah, I was not huge on that bolt. That seemed like a makeup bolt where there's still, like, these are Agi 3 pieces. They're not incapable. Like, even if this was a removal, Chaos have 3 rerolls and 2 turns to pick up the ball and score. Like, I don't think that this was dire straits no matter what you did. Unless you're able to pick up this ball this turn. But what are you going to do? You can get a chain push. Go for a chain push and then dodge out and go pick up the ball. Still have a chain push opportunity, but it's like fucky. Like you dodge the Agi 4 here, take this hit, move this here, pick up the ball. But like, it seems like really dire. Especially with tackle right there, yeah. Zero rerolled Zons going into overtime. Make sure you take your movement first. Secure the ball, then get it picked up. Wait for turn 16. Or counterpoint. Score turn 15 and get more hits in. No, don't do that. That's awful. Wait till 16. Nice easy stall now. Ugh. Yeah, scoring threat likely will matter. But if you put the two heads back here, it's a recovery threat for if the Zons somehow pick up the ball and like yeet it. So I don't hate that. And like honestly, this should never get sacked. If you go here, you can't get sacked. Right here. Right there. Right there. There. There you go. He didn't hear me. So I'm trying to send a Morse code. Did it? It's like watching Karma cast my games when I go back and watch them is always a hoot for me. Because we just fundamentally play the game different. But so there's like 50% of the time it's like, yeah, and then I think Russell should be doing this, and then I'll do it. And then the other 50% of the time it's like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? It's always good fun to watch it back. The Zons, I think you just stay on the ground. To be honest. That's a good removal. Chaos are down. Because we're both stupid. That's fair. Now, I think the best example is you were asking why I didn't use the Apo on the MNG Minotaur? When that's just a 50% chance to come back for the game, and I don't need it for the next game. Save that power Apo for just a normal badly hurt. I can't really threaten the ball. I don't think this accomplishes anything. Like, you go base the tackle, right? But then, like, worst case scenario, you 2-die blitz this and walk into the end zone, regardless of what it is. Yeah, I like the 3-die. Don't get me wrong, I wanted my Minotaur. It's 1 SPP away from the 51 threshold. But, just, I don't need it in my next match. Rather, I couldn't afford 50-50 on turn, like, 7 for it. Alright. See how many KOs come back. That plays a big part. In overtime, 2 rolls. Zon's likely to have 3 of their 4. Chaos likely to have 1 or both back. Okay, Zon's might have all theirs back. Chaos might have all theirs back. So at the moment, we're sitting at 3, 6, 8 versus 3, 6, 9. Could be even, could be one difference, could be two difference. If you set up as if there's going to be a blitz, you could just win the game this half as chaos. If you set up as if you're going to get a riot, you could win this half as... No, you can't win this half as chaos no matter what. But if you set up as if there's going to be a riot, you could win as ons. It's a very precarious position for both teams, though. Shaggeroff with 3 rolls, but Doc Mark with only 0. You know, let's ignore how I phrased that. That was stupid. Only 0. Yes. Only 0. Just like yesterday, I only ate starvation. Chain push of beats into the end zone. Can you give the ball to an opposing player if you get a touchback? I don't think you can. I am fairly certain that you cannot do that. I don't think that's within the rules. Funny if true. So what happens if you have no players on the pitch and get a touchback? What then? Right now, I favor the chaos right this second. Depending on how kickoff events and this round of line of scrimmage hits goes, I could be swayed to preferring the Amazons. Oh, is that what happens? Huh. Did not realize. Like, is that for the kickoff, or is that for just all situations? Because I've definitely had pitch clears where that doesn't happen. Perfect defense, avoid some damage. Okay. So, like, if you manage to, like, Kaz all 11 players and go into the second half, you just get, like, 4 free touchdowns in SPP? That'd be an amazing second half. Like, yes, I will take 22 SPP from casualties and 12 more from touchdowns. I think it's hard for the Zons to score here. And by that, I mean actually physically impossible. Does it end in a concede before that? Why would that be the case? I know there's like legal concede. But I'm not sure if that's forced if like you have like KOs. I know I said casualties in mine, but Uh, no, legal concede is a CCL thing as well. Like, you still get your money in SPP for legal concede. But the difference is that legal concede for, like, CCL is at any point if you have less than 3 players on the pitch. Rather than, only during setup. It may not be in tabletop, like, I believe that, but I know at least in Blood Bowl, like the Blood Bowl 2, it's a thing for, like, ladders and such as well. You get your winnings, you get your MVP. Yep, all man's on the line. Force some punches. Protect your high strength pieces. You know, all rules are made up. That's the beauty of them. All rules are arbitrary. And it is, in fact, the gameplay that emerges around it that is determined by the arbitrary rules. So the strategy is not arbitrary. The rules are. Oh, the errata for 2020 edition has been horrific. Ah, yes. Organic, no artificial sweetener rules. Those are completely different. Harvested directly from the rule tree. You know, I still remember I joined Rebel almost a year and a half ago. And people at that time were like, I'm not sure if I want to join college because Blood Bowl 3 is going to be coming out in like 4 months. And I was like, yeah. I was like, man, is that really the case? Well, even if there is a new game coming out, I still want to learn this one so I can still get good for when that occurs. This is a league. I've never been in a league. Let's do this. Zons get the coin toss. See if they choose to attack or receive. Attack or defend, you know, attack or receive. English language is hard. Terrorsea is on defense. The match is over. We're complaining about Blood Bowl 3. I mean, maybe they needed a long break. Maybe they knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. KO results. Zon's got their back. Chaos are out. So we're even mans. Even mans. Both teams have 9. I think this actually favors the Zons if they get a good kickoff location and a good kickoff event. They could easily just run up some scoring threats and go for a quick score. Hope it works. Yeah, I think Chevron is the ways I would have gone. Like, double up in the centers and then ones on the side. And I think as a Zons, you just full commit to running up some scoring threats. Either one side or 2 sides. Both are viable. Blood Bowl Infinite. Yeah. Get away from the tackle. Go to the other side, like this, but this side. Yeah, because I think all the strong players are on this side, right? We've got the tackle, we've got the blodge, got the strength 5. So just mirror your setup and you're fine. Shaggorath has to play this defense pretty well. Even one scoring threat on horrible odds has a chance. I wonder if he slanted the kick. Be bold if true. Yeah, the 0 rerolls makes it a lot less risky. Actually, 1 reroll. Game on. 1 reroll acquired. This is now very, very dangerous for the Terrorsea Titans. You don't need 3 rerolls if the half only lasts 2 turns. Har har har. And at this point, you never are blitzing with the piling on piece because you never want to pile on. You need to play positionally now. Because without the incentive to stall, I don't think pile-ons are very good in overtime. Unless you absolutely need it. What do you mean don't pile on? That's even an option? Is that in the settings? Oh. If pile, then on. I still like running up a scoring threat. And if you're gonna send 1, you might as well send 2. I don't even have a piling on piece on my Chaos team. And you know what? All the Chaos coaches are like, why didn't you take Pylon? Why'd you take Jugs? And everyone else is like, oh, damn, I thought that was Pylon. I completely ignored it on the board state. What do you mean you can just hit me through my wrestle? Ah, that hurts. Okay, ball looks safe for this turn. 2 scoring threats. I think the catchers are very hard to deal with. I think you have to deal with them. I'm a heathen Chaos coach. I have things like wrestle, Juggernaut instead of piling on, a Minotaur, like basically cosplaying as elves. Oh. I'm not a Chaos team. I have not used a randomizer yet. I don't have very long legs, Beastman, yet. Still gotta deal with this piece. Just gonna end the game right here. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. As long as they're doing the right thing, they're splitting up. Because every scoring threat you have takes at least 1 person to occupy them, if not more. Actually, it's kind of funky. In this situation, having the extra arms over here would be better, because it's a higher intercept chance. And it's got plus agility as well. Going out of the second scoring thread. Pow. That's an armor break. Good, good, good. Hand up to dirty player and dodge out. Might be enough. Yeah, that could be enough. I don't even think the agility has to move up yet. We have time to search for a good opening. This right here is a 4-3 with a reroll built in. So you can even take that at the end of the turn. Just got to be careful not to open up a hit on the ball. Going 1-for-1 on players, I think is fine. Because 1-for-1 on players, like if everybody's playing man-to-man, you just need one person to stay standing. You gotta be careful. This is in blitz range of the ball. Tackle's all the way over here. I think could justify a 1-die over here. I like pushing left just because it makes it harder to defend the center, yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six. Not able to get there like that. You'd have to take a dodge. Okay. More pressure. Yep, 4-3. Scoring thread open. I do not like bringing all the chaos back to this side, though. But that necessitates something staying over here. Probably just stick a rookie on it. Bring the tackle back. Go for the hit there, I like that. This is still available. I think this should have been the blitz, because it's a 4-3. Where this can stand up. Getting boxed in now. I think the tackle player is going to get outrun by something now. Someone might have it right here. Move that right here, I think. I'm going to block off this run through. So, like, because right now what I'm seeing is the agility can run through this gap and pass to catcher that's in the end zone. This right here is able to get punched. Okay, now you had to come back here. You had to block this off. And what am I seeing from here? If I'm the Zons, I'm looking at pushing this on either 1 die or 2 die. Yeah, good. But we're still in trouble. 'Cause there's a push attempt here into a run towards this direction, pass the ball through the gap. It's like, if you hit, I would have blitzed here. So you just get a push and you've opened up this path. Yeah, because if you got to push to here, take another hit, and you have this pathway open, you can stand this up out of harm's way and have gotten a pass off. Because this would have been empty all the way through. So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plunk. And really, like, it's got some risk to it, but so does doing a longer half with 1 reroll against 4. This is scary for both teams. I think this game is going to be decided by a 3+ or a 4+. Go ahead and pick this piece up. Move it into scoring position. Oof. Before picking up a player, I'm not a fan of that. This gap is open, though. So we can still do pass play. And that's your reroll. Pass shenanigans is no longer reliable. Move this player. You got to make this a scoring threat. If you don't have enough scoring threats, you don't have enough pressure on the Chaos. If the Chaos only had to deal with a base threat and an unbased threat, rather than 2 unbased threats, you're in trouble. This could be game right here. Just knocking that down opens this up as a scoring threat. I think you just passed to this. I don't think you had to pass to that this turn. That's out of the way. Go for an easier pass into catch. Because that can be, like, out of the way. And even if it gets sacked, it's fine. You could have based the tackle if you wanted. And there's no reroll. So you don't really want to take these GFIs. If you take these GFIs, you can lose the game. See it. 4+ pass. Succeeds. Catch succeeds. Ambulance win. Yeah, overtime is hard. Overtime is hard. What a game. What an overtime. Pretty close to even blocks as well. Terrorsea Titans just barely not able to hold back the flood. Very, very good game. The Zons have played Nurgle into Chaos. Oh, Yeah, because you're up against him next, aren't you? Hold your cool. Wow, that was a play. And with the reroll gone, if that pass had scattered, who knows what could have happened after that. The success state though was win the game. Because that was basically a 50% pass into a what, less than 10% miss on the catch. So it was almost just a straight 50-50. If it was a fumble, it was awful. If it was inaccurate, it was probably still fine. I do think that Doc Mark should have picked up the other catcher off the ground, considered passing to them instead, because it would have been an easier pass, a 3+ rather than a 4+, which, if I'm not mistaken, has a lower fumble range. Don't quote me on that one, but I think that's how that works. But it probably wasn't much easier. I think you could have at least. I think you got to open up a 3+ instead of a 4+. But won the game. Very well done. Inaccurates are always the one less than success. Okay, that's what I thought. And everything else is a fumble, then, correct? Alright, is anyone streaming? Is Trunk still going? Oh, okay, that's about what I figured. Thank you for confirming that information. See if Trunk is going. I don't see... Yeah, Trunk is going. So we're gonna raid Trunk. Thank you all for tuning in, watching this very eventful match. Gonna go watch some replay casting. And, I'm gonna call it a day. I will actually be back on in like 45 minutes to play Dub Skulls. But definitely watch Trunk. And y'all have a good one. Hello? What do you... Was it overheating? Let it cool down and check the oil. How far away are you right now? Yeah. Are you able to get back home? Drop you off where? Let me do some Googling. Give me a sec.
Um, and it cleaned out, but
What color smoke? Blue smoke?
kind of bluish. No, I know. But the biggest thing is that the engine was shaking really badly, or the entire car was shaking really, really badly. There's a place on Outer Loop that's like 7 minutes from here. I gotta relook up the name though. I don't know if they're open though. Yeah. Range. And if need to, we can find somewhere closer because we just need to get it off here. Yeah. You find anything?
Do you know what the fuel filter is?
No.
Okay, let me. What type of car do we have again?
2011 Ford Escape. 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 2011 Ford
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. But it might be as simple as a spark plug. It might be something else with the engine. A cylinder could be misfiring.
Like, the check engine light hasn't come on at all.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I
Check
know.
check engine lights are notoriously unreliable for anything. Was it shaking while the car was idling?
Kind of, but not like really bad. It was when we would get up to about 30 or 40 miles per hour. And then it wouldn't like, it would say that or like the speedometer would be at like 40 miles per hour, but I'm pretty